Hi, this is just a really quick video to show you the process of creating a purchase order. From the command center in MYOB, you need to click on the Purchases tab. Now, two main screens that you'll use here. One is the Purchases Register. That's a list of all outstanding purchase orders. You can see one in there that I did earlier. If I return, actually before we do, there's a button down in the top bottom right where you can click on New Order, which will create a new order for you. We're going to return back to the command center, and I'll just show you here. There's a button called Enter Purchases, which takes you to the same place. So we click in there, and we just need to firstly make sure that it is creating a purchase order and not a bill or a quote. So yep, we're creating a purchase order. In our case, we're going to purchase some windows from Bradnams. So just click on Use Supplier. Now it's saying, oh, there's already some orders for Bradnams. These are dummy ones that I did before. Do you want to add to these orders? But no, we want to create a new purchase. So I click on New Purchase. We're going to have 5 by timber door sets. Now by default, it puts in the account number that is tied into this supplier. So in this case, you can see here, it's Windows is the account number or the cost code. Now sometimes, for instance, if you're buying from Bunnings, there'll be lots of different cost codes that you'll use. So you may have to overwrite this. And if that's the case, you can just override it with the correct code. So, if you wanted it to be wall ply, you could just type 2223 and it's not in there. But whatever it is, you can choose it and enter it in there. I'm just going to choose my drop down. So let's say in this case, roof insulation is what we bought from Bradnams, which is unlikely. Normally it would be the default, but sometimes you may need to overwrite it. In this case, they've quoted a price of about $5,000 and we select the job number. Now, if there was another item we were ordering, we just hit the return key or the enter key, and it gives us another line. So let's say we were getting timber windows. Now, if they have model numbers or more, try and use the description that they would use, because on the purchase order that goes to them, it's this description that they're going to see. So try and make it easy for them. In this case, you can see that it's chosen the default account number of windows again. This one we have $2,000 worth, and we've got a different job number. Once we've entered all of the line items, really it's just a matter of clicking on record. And once we've recorded, we can return to the command center. So to Purchases, Command Center. Actually, I'll just show you here. There is a shortcut you can use. See these little shortcut keys? So Control and S will take us back to the command center as well. I'm going to click on the Purchases Register. Now, they do take a while to, once you've entered them, they can take a while to find their way into the register. That's a feature of MYOB, which, it's a bit unfortunate. So sometimes you do have to wait for them to appear. This is one that I prepared earlier. So we'll just go into here. Now, normally from here, you can email the purchase order straight through to the supplier. You just click on Send To. In this case, Bradnams don't have an email address for orders. So what you would have to do is try and print it out. In our case, we haven't got a printer attached to this computer. But normally you want to email them so that there's a record of the email within MYOB. You would just click on Send To, and it brings up a template that you can send the email off to. We will gradually update this database with email addresses. So if you find missing information or email addresses not set up, let us know and we'll get it updated for you straight away. The process from here is purchase order is emailed off to the supplier. Might be in a week or so that you receive those goods. Once the goods are received, any documentation that you receive saying that we received a door set, what we need is for somebody, and I assume this is Jason, is to write on that piece of paper, all goods received, the date that it was received, and then using the app that can be scanned and uploaded to MYOB. Once a day, Shakti will go through that list and he will convert this order into a bill and saying, yep, all the goods are received. We've now got a bill in the system and it's due on the 30th of the month. So it is important that those receiving documents are sent through to us straight away, because you want your purchasers register to be up to date. So in this purchasers register, if we haven't been advised that this purchase order has been received, it's going to sit here waiting to be received, and your purchase register is going to become too hard to manage. So the quicker you can get those documents through to us, quicker we can get it updated and your records are up to date. If you have any questions,